guiding principle behind Harvest Spirits is tree to bottle spirits, using fresh fruit to make the best spirits possible. Nothing goes into Applejack besides apples and water. Applejack can be made from any type of apples. We primarily use sweet apples. Excess apples that the apple farm has, high sugar apples, will provide a lot of alcohol content for us. When the apples are pressed, they first come in bulk through a chute and dumped into water. This water bath allows us to separate the good and bad fruit, because the bad fruit sinks to the bottom of the tank and the good fruit floats on the top. And then it goes through a series of conveyor belts and brushes and wash systems to a grinder, and it's ground into a puree. And then that puree is pressed on an antique press, an old racking cloth press. It takes about 60 pounds or a bushel and a half of apples to make a single bottle of Applejack. Plus, it also takes over 2 years of just aging in the barrel. So it's patience, it's a lot of apples, and the result is really unique. Our workers come here from Jamaica, and they're skilled apple pickers who know exactly how to pick a piece of fruit without bruising it and knocking other fruit off. Some of these guys I've known since I was a little boy, and as long as I can remember, come back to the farm every year.
Oh, I think a lot about the distillery. You know, it make a lot of difference to the farm, the distillery. You have to take care of all the apples, nothing go to waste. It's very good for the farm.
It's a wonderful thing that we are doing some sustainable farming and production from that farming.
A distillery is where alcohol is separated from a fermented liquid. Some distilleries do the fermentation and distillation. Some distilleries just do the distillation. We even take it a step further, where we grow the fruit on location, harvest it, press it and ferment it, distill it. It's all done here on the farm, so it's truly single estate. We started by purchasing a Christian Carl still, the oldest manufacturer of distilling equipment in the world. As we spent more money on capital and got new hoses and new pumps and new tanks and improved our internal processes, we actually became better distillers, making things more efficient, making the final product actually taste better, because distilling is part science and part art. And we're constantly looking for internal self-improvement. Cornelius Applejack is named after the man who presses our cider. Cornelius Murray is a Jamaican farm worker who's been here at our farm for about 36 years. I wanted to honor him and his work ethic and his contribution to the farm. The motivation behind starting Harvest Spirits was to help us preserve our farming heritage by adding a value to the fruit that we didn't see before. I think the average consumer is much more educated, especially about spirits and about locally produced products. That really matters to some people, to kind of drink out of the norm, go look for the small niche products. It's happened in the wine industry long ago, and the craft beer industry continues to innovate. But the craft distilling movement is relatively new, and we're really excited to be part of that.
Every day, at the end of the day, that we've created something, it's come from a natural product, it's come from something that is farm grown. So it's a great satisfaction every day coming in to create something.
What gets me in here in the morning is really the fact that we have the possibility of making something here that's truly great, brilliant. There's always that possibility that the bottle you're going to produce today might be the very best bottle of something and blow somebody's mind away. And this is great. And that passion really comes with you every day to work.